We'll be right with you, ladies and gentlemen.
Ready up! On the double!
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Lions and the Patriots. And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
From the home of many a title run and one of the NFL's most successful franchises, you're looking live at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Well, Brock, we saw Week 1 begin on Thursday nights, and now two more teams get their season started here on Sunday. He's Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and it is very important, partner, for both teams here that their seasons begin on a strong note.
Yeah, this is the week where I really can't take myself back to that locker room, to Week 1 across the different seasons. And whether it was high school or college or pro, it was the same feeling. Right? It was hope springs eternal. Even though it's the fall and the calendar's turned and it's Week 1, you're so hopeful of what lies ahead.
The punter, Jack Fox, to get this one started. And we're off and running from Gillette. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Kid, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right? Week 1, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Right up the gut. He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. We get a look now, Brock, at their picks from this year's draft, a group that they've been more than willing to say they are very excited about bringing in.
Well, lots of folks on the media side, and frankly, other NFL front offices, Kate, have talked about the steals in this class. Some guys who should have gone much, much earlier than where they ended up going. This is a group that, if everything works out, could provide a lot more value than the picks they were spent on.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down. Running it again with Gibson. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. That's a New England 1st down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Look at this, the tight end getting a carry here. And they make the stop, we're going to say about the 37-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Quick on the draw to Gibson. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Gibson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8. The give inside to Gibson. And we just saw this movie. They stopped him again at the line.
Don't laugh at me, Kate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up for the defense to force 4th and long.
They'll try it now with Gibson. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of the league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, well, how you start can have a massive impact on how things play out.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Tackled by Keon White there. Now after the play, looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. So now here's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Goff. St. Brown there to bring it in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Tackled by Keon White there.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entire look for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They motion the tight end over. This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season. And they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. Quite the opening drive they've put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Has him on the quick hitter. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my...
And he will go down. The Patriots make the play. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tackle made by Juwan Bentley. Now after the play, looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. And the Patriots in the nickel for this third down call. From the gun, Goff. That's caught at the 4. Touchdown, Detroit. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. But they couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Looking to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Fox now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's got a lane up past the 30. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Patriots offense headed out for their second drive of the game. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On first down, they'll start with Gibson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Complete. It's Bourne. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. A give up the middle to Gibson. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Here's Gibson on 2nd down. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Receiver in motion, headed right. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, Well, it came at the perfect time.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Gibson with it. And he's able to work this down to the 41. Pick up of 7 yards on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
A give on 3rd to Gibson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
It's a run on 4th down. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. So the run doesn't get the yardage. On down.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Off a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you start to murmur and you might even hear a few boo birds. Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
He finds Laporta. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. Jukes one defender. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Another one for Gibbs. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
They send the tight end in motion. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. And the Patriots got home. They dropped him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive. Because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. St. Brown's got it, complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. We're through 1/4 of this opening weekend of football. Neither side separating much so far. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Lions making the call for their field goal unit. This a 54-yarder. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Patriots and Antonio Gibson back out on offense. And after they were stopped on 4th down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Now a give on the counter. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
2 yards on the run, but a tough spot upcoming. We've got 3rd and 12. Running it again with Gibson. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 4 yards narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on 4th down.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Now it's Gibson. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. That one gains 7. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st down throw from Goff. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that gives the Lions the 1st. They go play action with Goff. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home that sack.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. The back grabs it. And in for the Detroit touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions double their lead to 14.
Roughing the kicker.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Fox now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The New England offense running out now. And they sure surprised us, going for 2 in that spot on their last drive. Not sure we're going to see that call come out here again. First and 10 now from the 30. They run it with Gibson. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Terrion Arnold in on the stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Again, it's Gibson. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
It's now 3rd and 4.
The give inside to Gibson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Trying to push this past the marker. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Well, I know everybody on that offensive side of the ball appreciates that kind of effort. Got it by more than just a couple of inches. In fact, no need for a measurement on that as they move the chains.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Back to the well again. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Gibson. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Pickup of 2 here. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. A counter give to Gibson. And he gets him around 6 there. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. They give it to Gibson. Oh, what a stiff arm! And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. Well, Brock, they've made it a point to incorporate him into their offense, and hey, no arguments here. He has been awesome and given them a spark they need when he gets involved.
And it's so nice offensively, Kate, when you feel it, when you can run it, when you can throw it, and especially running it like this, going to pay huge dividends as the game goes on.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. A give up the middle to Gibson. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Now a run with Gibson. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. This give to Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots start to fight back with their first points of this game. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Patriots chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I have to turn over the laundry. Hey, do I know? I appreciate you joining up, boss. Sorry I was taking care of some stuff off cam. Mike's going to be off because my wife was sleeping. Appreciate you joining up, guys. I'm going to get the chat back up. God bless, boss. Hope your weekend's going great.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Off play action, Goff. And he will go down. The Patriots make the play. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Finds room to the 30. The 50. 30. Gets the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 13-point lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions double their lead to 14. Fox now to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And look at this return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Patriots and this running back headed back out for a new series. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. On 1st down, they'll start with Gibson. Has room down the left sideline. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Patriots make it a one-score game in the 1st half. Wow, great stuff there, bro.
And that is what Jesus does. Oh, boom, they can do it, we can do it too. But Jesus does it better than the rest of us. Thank you, Lord. Oh, I pray that He's with all of us. We all seek Him, not just this day, but every day. Amen, Jesus. Amen.
Ryland now for the extra point. And this kick was just mishit. It is wide left and no good.
I tapped it.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys and friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Well, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Goff. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Secures this at the 17. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Patriots returning their offense and this running back to the field. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. Gibson with it. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Another carry for him. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. A type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
A give on 3rd to Gibson. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
1st and 10 from the 41. Running it again with Gibson. And that's good for a gain of 5. Now from the secondary, and is Rake Straw on the tackle. And he has just earned something most running backs are never lucky enough to even approach. This is now a 200-yard showing for him on the ground. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now it's Gibson. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 4 coming up now. They give it to him again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They run it with Gibson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Gibson. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a New England first down. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. The give inside to Gibson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Oh, stiff arm. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Here's Gibson on 2nd down. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Just a yard on the run, and we've reached the end of our first half. That brings us to our first halftime of the new season. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip of the year around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And it's the Dolphins who are out in front in the second quarter. Tua Tagovailoa with a touchdown throw. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Jaden Daniels leading the way there. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Isaac Guerrero, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. In the first half, it was the Alabama man, Jahmyr Gibbs, who had it cooking. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Out come the Lions. They've got the first series of the second half. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. In off to Gibbs from the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Again, it's Gibbs. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. But you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Goff on 1st and 10. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing is gone. Short pass brought in. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the 1st. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Goff back to throw. That's caught for the 1st. He's still going at the 30. Down to the 10. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions lead by 15 now. Fox now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Gibson. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Here's the pistol snap to May. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's May. He has the 1st over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Now they're whistling for a timeout here. Somebody's shaking up on the play. Not the way he wanted to begin his rookie season. Wow, let's hope it doesn't cost him much time. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down throw for May. Finds his man. It's DeMario Douglas. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Up from the secondary, and is Rake Straw on the tackle.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable, and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd and 10 now. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return, and and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
A give, left side to Gibson. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. 8 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden got some options here on 4th down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Off now on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. The Lions readying for the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Absolutely crushed his 1st punt, and here's another huge one. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. The Patriots offense all set to go. And they're going to need to go the length of the field to attack that deficit after the punt sets them all the way back to the 1-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll try it right with Gibson. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down, and they go right back to him. Breaks the tackle, still going. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. On 1st down, it's Gibson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that's a New England first down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
And he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6.
Gibson with it. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock, and how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one. The last line of defense, and in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop, because a broken tackle, it can mean a touchdown.
This one is up and good. And the Patriots getting back to within one score. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Starting from the 5. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Another one for Gibbs. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Kyle Duggar hauling him down. They get those 2 yards back, but now it leaves him with 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Carr. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
3rd down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing 4th down, they're off the field completely.
The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. They're now set for 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. Goff has him on the quick hitter. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. the play fake. He'll throw. He beams one deep right side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. Into the hands of Gibbs. Still fighting forward. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions lead by
Sacked
14.
them, made them fumble on 3rd down. They reversed the call of a fumble and gave them 4 fresh downs, which is would have never happened. How? And then they get a touchdown. For the last 3 days we've played this. This is what's been happening. Now, if you're watching this back or watching it live, let me know if that doesn't believe that's what would happen. That's BS. That's not what would happen.
Appreciate the honesty. Lining up now to try the extra points. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions lead by 15 now.
Patriots 20.
Fox now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now a run with Gibson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Running it again with Gibson. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going